Joining me on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline, Billy Gardell, star of Mike and Molly alongside Melissa McCarthy. He's also the host of Monopoly Millionaires Club. Billy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Tony, what's happening?
Buddy, listen, I need to get on this show right now. Help me out, please, okay? Let's make it. Can we make it happen?
On Monopoly?
Yes!
Well, the way you do that is you play an instant ticket, and you might win on that, but on the back, there's a way to enter for the Monopoly Millionaires Club on playmmc.com. And if you're chosen, we'll fly you to Vegas for 4 nights, 5 days, and one of those days you're going to come over, play the game show, and there's a chance you get chosen to come down and play on the big board for maybe play for $1 million.
Billy, I'm 6'5", 300 pounds. I could be the best contestant ever. You got to put the good word in for me somehow, okay?
I can't put the fix in, man. You just got to play the cards.
All right. Well, I figured I would.
I couldn't even get my best friend on that.
I imagine that you probably get asked that a lot, so I apologize. But I have.
Yeah, it's funny. People just go, "Hey, how about you get me on there?" I go, "I have no power over any of that, and that's probably a gift."
Oh man, how much fun are you having with this show, Billy? Because it's very entertaining.
I love it, man. You know, it's not my money, so I'm giving it away. I'm rooting for the people to win because I think it makes great television, and we've seen some life-changing money happen on that game. Last year we gave away $5 million. This year we've already had another $1 million winner. It's electric, man. It's an electrifying game.
I love it. And you're right. You know, you are changing people's lives that are maybe, debt-ridden or medical bills or whatever the story is. They come on the show, and all of a sudden, in seemingly the blink of an eye, right? We've
had a lot of stories like that. We had a guy that was trying to win money because he had a young daughter and a new girl, and they were trying to get their life together, and he won $1 million. Then we had a new grandmother win $1 million. Then we had a guy who was trying to get a bigger house because he had 5 kids, and he won $250,000. So it's got a great temperature, this show.
Wow, I love it. Well, I'm happy for you. It's going so well, and it's got obviously you've done stand-up and TV and movies, but was it a little bit of a different change of pace with the game show, or did you just adapt right away?
Actually, it's a really easy transition for comedians because the first thing you learn how to do in a comedy club is host a show.
Right.
So it's actually that's why you see Wayne Brady and Drew Carey and Craig Ferguson and, Steve Harvey. It's an easy transition for us into game show hosting.
Billy, Mike and Molly coming back on CBS. People love it. 13 million viewers each week. And what I love about it, Billy, is I grew up in the suburbs outside Chicago, and my dad has been a Chicago cop for like 30 years, man.
Right on.
Yeah, so I totally appreciate that show. It's very funny. I love your character.
I think we do a good job representing the working class in Chicago. I really do.
You totally do. And again, my dad is like, he's got that heavy accent that I somehow don't have, and that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Well,
it's probably because you moved around a little bit.
Yeah.
When you stay in the same place your whole life, you kind of sound like you're dirt.
No kidding.
I sound a lot like Pittsburgh. The closer I get to Pittsburgh, the more I sound like Pittsburgh. And then it takes me a minute to break out of that when I come back out here.
I had one question from a fan off Facebook about Mike and Molly. Can I ask this for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Kathy loves the show, and she just wants to know if you and Melissa are ever going to do a movie together. Has that been...
I think we're so well known as Mike and Molly that would be really hard to do.
Okay.
But I always joke with her that maybe one day when we're both old, we could play grandparents in something.
It's a great idea. You are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. How are you feeling about the season so far?
We'll see. We had one game where we lost against New England, and we played better than I thought we would, considering we were missing a couple guys. And then we beat up on a San Francisco team that I don't think is that good right now. So, we'll see. We'll see where we're at.
Well, you're already better than my Chicago Bears, right? So.
Well, I think they're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
They got a new coach and new defense up there. They're always. They gave the Packers a great game. I'm not sure what happened last week.
Yeah, last week was rough. But I did have Larry Fitzgerald on my fantasy team, so unfortunately he did score a lot of points.
Well, there you go. It's always a highlight.
Yeah, it kind of worked out that way. I'm assuming you get back to Pittsburgh often. Is that true?
Yeah, I try to go back twice a year, once in baseball season in the summer with the family, and then I try to take a boys' trip over the winter to go see the Steelers.
Love it. That baseball stadium is incredible, isn't it?
Oh, man, what a beautiful park.
Right?
And it's such a fun time to go back and see them play because they're exciting right now.
Absolutely. That's like my Chicago Cubs, not to keep talking sports, but living in Los
Yeah, they're chasing us, man. We're going to be in a one-game playoff with you guys.
And now I don't even know if we could be friends, right? Because it's your Pirates and it's my Cubs.
Just for the day. We're going to have to not talk for the day.
I promise to leave you alone on Twitter for one day, then, if I can, do that. So living in Los Angeles, obviously, work is out there for you. But did it take, coming from Pittsburgh, like, do you miss snow, Billy Gardell? Do you miss snow at all?
No.
Okay.
No, I like the snow. I like to go back in the winter and visit for about 10 days, and I'm good.
Well, one day last year or the year before, I can't remember, here in Iowa, it was 30 below zero, Billy.
Oh.
Yeah. So, if you're ever doing stand-up again, maybe just skip Iowa in the winter, right? I mean, it's...
I try to book the snowbirds in the summer, and then I try to book the really hot places in the winter. So we balance it out.
It totally makes sense. So if we talk about stand-up for a second, you still are doing stand-up then. That's what it sounds like, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I got a couple of gigs coming up here shortly. I'm do the Irvine Improv here, and then I'm going to be at the Treasure Island in Las Vegas on the Strip, the big room, the night after Thanksgiving. And I always do stand-up because that's what brought me to the dance, and it's my first love.
And isn't it nice to be able, at this point, to get up there and just talk about things that are real in your life? Not to say that you didn't do that, but now you can really go on stage, and I know you probably have things prepared, but just kind of talk about whatever you want, right?
Well, yeah, you get to open up a little bit more, but with that, you need to be responsible as well.
Mm-hmm. Billy, you have a good voice. I'm wondering, have you ever been approached on doing any voiceover stuff, Family Guy, any animated stuff like that?
I did a couple little things. I've done a line for Family Guy. I did a Phineas and Ferb because my son is a huge fan of that show, or was when he was younger. And I love that world. I haven't cracked into anything steady, but I've gotten to do a couple things. I actually got to be Santa Claus for an Ice Age Christmas 2 years ago, which was really great.
That's awesome. I played Santa last year, a promotion we did. It was called Selfie with Santa. And again, I'm a big guy, so it was an easy costume. You know what I mean?
Nothing better than being Santa, man.
Right? It was cool. And I was like, I had to remind myself that, like, when kids came into the business where we did it, I had to, like, be Santa and not like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, oh, ho, ho, ho. For a second I forgot, like, oh, I'm Santa. I need to play the part.
Yeah, you just can't start complaining as Santa.
Exactly. Listen, I'm excited. Monopoly Millionaires Club Season 2 off to a good start. Folks can catch it Saturday night for us, 10:30 Central, KCCI. Mike and Molly coming back. I know it's early. Have you heard anything about another season following this one for Mike and Molly, or is it wait and see at this
Not
point?
A word.
Okay. Well, listen, I hope
we're hoping we get another season after this. If not, it's been a tremendous gift.
Well, I tell you what, buddy, people love the show. You do a fantastic job. I'm so happy for you personally because you just seem like a guy that it would be fun to shoot the breeze with, and if you ever come through the great state of Iowa, we'll have to look you up and have a good time.
Great, man. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
You're welcome, Billy Gardell. We'll see you Monopoly Millionaires Club. Maybe I'll make it on the show, and I'll run around like a goofball. That'll be me, okay?
I hope you win it all, brother.
Have a good day, buddy, all right?
You too, man.
Take care.